What's going on, guys? Team Captain Gomer is in the building. Speaking of teams, look at the team. We have a lot of new additions because we have a lot of new cards get released today. It was like Oprah Winfrey, you get a card, you get a diamond, you get a 99, Rays, you get a 97. I was still a little pissed about that, but overall, a W update. But there were some mids, there were some L's. We're going to talk about what cards to go for. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the best ways to get Team Affinity done fast and simple. So if you guys want to see that and this, leave a like down below. As always, definitely appreciate that. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Would be very appreciated. And follow me on Twitch as well. We're streaming for about 3 hours. Should be streaming tonight as well. Doing some big debuts, some big pack openings. We went wild pulling diamonds today. If you guys, my friends listen on PS5 or PS4, you probably would have seen that. Got a little jealous. But let's go ahead and get into this one now. Talk about Team Affinity 4. So we have the same setup as always. There's the AL East, Central, West, and the NL East, Central, and West. The AL East has some good cards and some not so good cards. We'll talk about this here. Adley Rutschman waited a year and a half for this card, and is he worth it? Yeah, I would more so say. He is going to be in the W tier. The speed, decent for a catcher. Would like to see a little bit better. The fielding, about as good as you can get. Hitting stats, I thought it was supposed to be a bit better, especially for contact against righties. There's better catchers in the game, in my opinion. He has a great switching swing, but definitely a great card. Definitely worth trying out, for sure. Wade Boggs going to be going in the mid tier. Which is funny because this is the best card by far he's ever had. 85 and 82 power. That's gonna, sniff the outfield grass on a perfect fly ball. But jokes aside, the contact is great. Lefty swing. The fielding is good at 85. Gonna get up to diamond at third base if you were to parallel find this card, which probably isn't going to happen. Let's talk about the best card in the game right now, in my opinion, Mantle. He's going to have max contact, max power right out of the box, and power against lefties, 111 as well. Fielding starts at 87 at center field, going to get diamond at center, still high gold at left and right, and the reaction's going to be quite good, and you're going to get him up to 97 fucking speed. To the person, again, who said speed is overrated, please use Dwight Evans. Please use the, what can I say? Well, I was going to say Luis Gonzalez. I kind of like that card, but let's get on to the L's. David Price. This card shouldn't be here. 1, I was told, legends. David Price, legend of whom exactly? No ring. 2 rings. 1 ring, technically. Did he get hardware for the Dodgers last year? I'm not sure. He's still playing, is my point. He's not a legend. The Rays could have gotten, a Shane Baz, potentially. I don't know. Just not a current player, and especially David Price. This card is bad. Hot take there. John Orred, I feel ashamed for waiting for this card for so long. 75 power against lefties is despicable, and it is just bad, Contact against lefties, also not great. It's just really underwhelming of a card. I thought it was going to be at least mid-tier. I was incorrect. Going on to the AL Central right here, where we have, again, some really good cards and some really middle of the line. Bob Feller. This, I want to talk about this, the hit per 9. You're going to hear me bitch, piss, moan, everything about the hit per 9 on all these pitchers. Why do I think this is the case? I think they realized that a lot of pitchers, were just too tough. If you're thinking about Hall of Fame difficulty, guys that have 120 hit per 9 is tough to go against even when you have a really good team. So they decided to make the hit per 9 lower. These pitchers can still be good. They still have good pitches. Bob Feller, 125K per 9. He is outlier on the 4-seam. He has a sinker. And otherwise, his 3 pitches are good, really good velocity differentials. But his control on the changeup and sinker at 63 and 73, not great. I think I put him in mid-tier. Frank Thomas, W tier, obviously, not much to say. Max hitting, that's all he needs to do. Hal Newhouser, I put him in L. I'm not a big fan of this card. He does not have a sinker or a cutter. He has a 2-seam, which is a pitch that should not be thrown. It's like Voldemort. Should just not be said. It should just be left off the card because nobody's throwing that shit. And if you do, it's going to be thrown over the fence, 450 feet, dead center. 100 on the hit 9 is not good. The control is okay. 78 on the changeup, 74 on the slider. Not a great card. Saberhagen, the one guy they gave high hit per 9 to, has the Joe random pitch mix with 87K per 9. Walter Johnson, I actually put him in W tier. 4 pitches, a sinker, both of which the 4-seam and the sinker have outliers, so 102 and 99 respectively. And he has essentially max control. Didn't even bother showing you, but for this I will, because this is pretty damn good. He has 100 BB9, 120K per 9 alongside the 102. I think this card's going to be usable. I typically like Walter Johnson cards, and I think this is going to be no exception. Trying to move along a little bit quicker here. Gomer's rambling a little bit too much. Craig Biggio, third leg Craig, as some like to call him. Catcher secondary, of course, is all that matters because that's the only place you're going to put him. A lot of contact, 80 plus power. I was not a fan of his card last year just because of his swing, but definitive W tier. I know a lot of people love this card, and he's done big damage to me. So, ton of speed, good fielding at catcher. That's a really good card. Jim Edmonds, I'm going to put him in the L tier. Kind of put him to perspective. This is not a bad card per se, but alongside the other cards, we'll look at Julio Rodriguez. Where would you start him? There's only 3 outfield spots. We're not playing Little League where there's left center and right center. Still, he probably wouldn't even get in there then. His lefties is just not good enough. He's a good pinch hitter. I'll give him that. Alongside 64 speed. I don't care how good your defense is. Give me 64 fielding and 95 speed any day of the week. Jason Giambi, W tier. Probably could platoon him with Frank Thomas if you want to do that. 80 power against lefties isn't too damning. I guess it's not great, but he still does have the contact. Frank Thomas is definitely better, but I love Giambi's swing. Lefty bat, fetishize them, of course. Good card. J-Rod, W tier as well. 100 plus on everything. The power's going to get easily into the mid 110s. Fielding starts at diamond for right field. Speed can get up to over 70. I would rather play him in a corner for sure. I'd probably keep him in right field because he's going to have maxed out arm strength and 90 plus reaction there as well. Great card. Pudge, also W tier. I think this card's a lot better than what we've seen from him in the past. And typically, even a swing, there's just no power behind it. It is like... it's like a unicycle. It's like a fat hamster turning the wheel, It's not going to go very quick. They're not going to muster too much energy. Same thing with Pudge. It just doesn't go many places. There was a daily moment the other day. It was a home run with Pudge. It was hell. But this card could be decent. Great contact, max fielding essentially, and good speed. So not a bad card. The NL least right here, I say that for a reason. Eddie Matthews is mid-tier for me. Great swing, but lefties, he's not good. His fielding is 80. He only has 1 secondary. His speed isn't high. There's just better options. Gary Sheffield. Would love to see you actually try to play this card at shortstop. It'd be kind of cool. I'll do it. I'll do it for a video. But last year I played him at third and there was no issues. Hitting is phenomenal. I love this right-handed swing, which is rare for a Gomer. But speed at 73 is solid. His contact is good. He's going to kill lefties. And he is super balanced. Tom Seaver, mid. Which is unfortunate because I usually love his cards. Great pitch mix. He just only has 99 hit per 9. His control is decent enough. 85 of the 12-6, 75 of the changeup. Break is really good. He just has kind of low per 9s other than his K per 9, which is maxed out. Can't get too much better. Jimmy Rollins, mid-tier as well. Again, not a bad card. Just too many better shortstops. We're going to talk about Larkin and Honus in the NL Central. Righties, not great, 93, 81. Really good against lefties. Only 82 power, but fielding, phenomenal. Speed, phenomenal. Gary Carter, L tier. Just not a fan of this card. Never liked his swing a whole lot. Can't see too many people using this card. Who knows? Not a big fan. Talk about the NL Central. This is a pretty good one right here. Shortstops and probably 4 good cards, legitimately. Greg Maddux. He doesn't have high per 9s, but his pitches are as good as you can get. And again, like Walter Johnson, he is maxed out, essentially, on control. and break. So he's not going to throw hard, not going to blow you away on the radar gun, but he doesn't need to. He's going to pinpoint you to hell. Barry Larkin, 100 plus on everything, 114 power against lefties, diamond defense at parallel 3 for shortstop, and 91 speed. A lot of people don't like his swing. I think it's all right. It's a W card. Molitor, L. Honus, W by far. Probably my number 2 favorite card outside of Mantle. Top 3, I would say, is pretty definitively Honus, Mantle, and Frank in any order, depending on team needs. But he's going to get max speed, diamond defense at short, first, second, third, and left. He's going to have about max contact and power at 95 per side. Wow. Bob Gibson, no outlier. This card would be easily W tier if he had it, but I still put him in W tier because I like him. 107 hit 9 is like the second best out of these cards here. And then the 92 BB9 is rare for Bob Gibson. His control is actually quite good. Maxed on the 4-seam and the slider, 95 on the sinker, and the break is quite good as well. I'm pretty big fan of this card. The outlier would definitely put him over the top, but not bad. Talk about the NL West, last one right here, which we have some good cards. Again, Luis Gonzalez. I had no expectations for this card, but his fielding is actually pretty good. Again, the speed. Gomer, hypocrite. I'm telling you, I'm looking you in the eyes and saying his speed is terrible. It's 54. It's not even going to get up to 60. That's gross. That said, play Gomer. Hell, play Gomer Cove. It's like 290 to the poles. He can cover a lot of them on the ground. Yeah, the power, the hitting is going to make up for it. New legend, Vinny Castilla. A lot of people not big fans upon hearing that he was in the game, but his card is actually pretty good. Contact's going to get to 114. Power is quite good. Even the vision, if you care about that, is good. Fielding starts at 80 at third base, can get him up to 85 for shortstop. I would keep him at third. Shortstop, I'd like to have a little bit more speed, not a huge deal, but 51's a little bit too slow. Duke Schneider, I think we put him at like mid-minus. Lefties is just not good, 94-77. That is bad in September, right? Fielding can get up to diamond in center field, 72 speed. That's good enough. I don't love that for center, but in the corners, it's definitely fine. Gonna kill righties. Again, this is kind of like Jim Edmonds, a great platoon guy or a great pinch hitter. Trevor Hoffman, the one reliever that we have in the game, this is a W. His control, again, is really good on everything but the curveball. We're talking about get ready to do an Andrew Heaney. Look back and, watch that shit fly if you hit it in the wrong place. But otherwise, cutter, 4-seam, circle changeup, 2 breaking balls. His per-nines are quite good at 112, 123, and 94. Respectively, a pretty good card. And then Marco Luciano here, I think we put in the mid-tier. Not a bad card by any means. There's just better options. He only has 1 secondary at third base. Honus Chipper, where does he play? Not a bad card, but could be a better, could be a little bit better. So that's my synopsis. That's my breakdown of Team Affinity 4. We had a lot of W cards. A few mid and a few L's, but W had the most out of all. And I think there's really some endgame cards here, like Mickey Mantle, Frank Thomas, Honus Wagner. Biggest thing that you could take away from this is there's just not too many endgame pitchers. There's definitely ones you could use. Like I said, Walter Johnson, Bob Gibson, Greg Maddux are all going to get really good amount of tries on my team, but I can't say for sure that, oh shit, yeah, he's not getting replaced. He's going till March. I can't say that necessarily, but W update overall. Let me know what you guys think. Who are you guys going for first in Team Affinity 4? Again, I'll talk about some easy ways to get there, get that done tomorrow. Leave a like if you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new. Hope you guys, bye.